there and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a yoga practice for strong arms. It's quite a strong practice, so at any point if it gets too much you can always come back into child's pose, and also during sort of any press-ups or chaturangas that we're doing you can always come onto your knees. Just listen to your body, be kind to yourself, and let's work up a sweat and have a good practice. I hope you guys enjoy it. Start the class in a comfortable seated position. Sit bones firmly on the ground, back straight, chest open, hands resting gently on the knees or in the lap. And then slowly close the eyes, grounding yourself in this practice, becoming present in this moment and connecting to the breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly through the nose. And keep connecting to the breath. Keep grounding yourself in this moment. Letting go of any to-do lists or things that need to be done after the class. Just enjoying this time to yourself. And take one more deep inhalation, bringing the palms together at the heart. And exhale slowly. And then release the hands. I'm going to start with some shoulder rolls, so bring your hands to your shoulders and just start making some circles. Drawing the elbows together as they come round. Imagine drawing big circles with the elbows. Drawing them back, round. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Just warming the shoulders up. And then when you're ready, reversing the circle, going the opposite way. Again, keep working to draw the elbows together at the front of the chest every time they come round. Really engaging every muscle as you roll the shoulders round. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Keep focusing on the breath. And then releasing the arms to the side in a T shape and making small circles. Keeping the palms flexed and active. Imagine drawing small circles of the flat of your hand. And then releasing the hands and diving forward, coming into a tabletop position. Shoulders, elbows and wrists are stacked, hips are stacked over the knees, shins running in a parallel line. And then just rocking backwards and forwards over the wrists, just overextending the wrists forwards and backwards, just warming the wrists up here. Inhaling forwards and exhaling backwards. And then start to draw circles round the wrists. The bigger the circle, the deeper the stretch. Just work with whatever your body is telling you today. Keep breathing here. And when you're ready, just reversing the circle that you're drawing, going the opposite way. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, keeping a long, straight spine, making sure not to dump the weight into the shoulders. And then turning the palms the opposite way so the fingers are facing the knees. And just stretching backwards. If this is too much, you can turn the palms slightly further out. Just working wherever you can feel a stretch. So the closer your hands are to your knees, the easier it is. And just rock backwards and forwards or find stillness here, whatever feels good for you. Just testing what feels good, whether your palms are further away or whether they're closer to your body. And again, you can find some gentle movement here, rocking backwards and forwards, really feeling the stretch in the wrist. When you're ready, releasing the palms and sitting back into hero pose. Bringing the arms out in front and bending the wrists and then flexing them. So imagine Michael Jackson Thriller arms and then pushing the palms as if you're pushing against a wall. So just bending and flexing the wrists here, getting them nice and warm, ready for the practice. And do a few more rounds here. Really feeling the stretch in both sides of the wrist. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then drawing some circles with the wrists one way and then the other way. Keeping a straight spine and give the arms a shake. Coming forward into tabletop, tucking the toes under and lifting from the tailbone, coming into our first downward dog of the practice, reaching up through that tailbone. Again, finding some gentle movement here, taking the dog for a walk, bending the knees, releasing the head, gazing towards the navel. And when you're ready, we're going to step one foot and then the other to the front of the mat on an inhalation. Now you can hold onto the shins or the thighs here, or have a generous bend in the knee. Just finding what's feeling right for your body right now. Be kind to yourself at the start of the class. And your next inhalation, rising all the way up, reaching the arms into the air. And exhale to release the hands. So we're going to come to the top of the mat. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Coming to Samasthiti. Thighs are engaged, kneecaps lifted. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend at the hips, coming down to a forward fold, your version. Holding the shins, the thighs, or having a bend in the knees. Then we're going to inhale, come to a flat back. Again, your version. Just try to make this flat back position, like a number 7 figure. Exhale, releasing the head. And then stepping one foot and then the other, coming back to a high plank position. You can lower onto the knees at this point and then lower onto the chin and chest and come into baby cobra. Or you can come from a high plank position, roll forward on the toes, move into chaturanga, inhale, coming to upward facing dog and exhaling back to downward facing dog. So just moving with whatever feels right for you today, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Again, finding any gentle movement. Breathing deeply. And then on our next inhalation, we're going to bend the knees and jump to the front of the mat. You can step or float, whatever feels right for you. We're going to exhale to release the head. And then inhale, rise all the way up, coming back to Samasthiti. Inhaling to lift the arms, gazing up towards the thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, your version. Inhale to a flat back position. And exhale, plant the palms, and if you're feeling like it, jumping back to a plank position. Again, coming onto the knees, or staying in a high plank, and moving through a vinyasa. Whether that's knees, chest and chin, so baby cobra, or chaturanga, upward facing dog. And then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Again, just working with your body today. Whatever feels right for you, no pressure. If yesterday you were doing a chaturanga, today you don't feel up to it, that's absolutely fine. And breathing in downward facing dog, gazing towards the navel. Inhale, look forward and jump to the front of the mat, coming to a flat back position. Release the head on an exhalation, coming to forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up, reaching and gazing up towards the thumbs. And exhale, releasing the hands down, coming back to Samasthiti, big toes together. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold, your version. Inhale, coming to a flat back position. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to a plank position. Move through a vinyasa of your choice. Exhaling down. Inhaling up to cobra or upward facing dog, and then exhaling back to downward facing dog. If any of these vinyasas are too difficult for you, you can always skip them and go straight to downward facing dog, or alternatively take a child's pose. Just breathing deeply, inhaling here, gazing towards the front of the mat and jumping or stepping forward to a flat back position, your version. Exhale, release the head. And inhale, rising all the way up. Coming back to Samastiti. Big toes together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to a plank position. Move through your own vinyasa, remembering to breathe. And then everybody meeting in downward facing dog. So you should be feeling a little bit warmer now. So we're going to rock forward and come back into high plank position. Again, lower onto the knees if this is too much for you. Stack elbows, shoulders and wrists, and we're going to come down to a press up. Again, you can lower the knees here. So we're lowering to halfway and we're coming back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Keep a long straight spine. Exhale down halfway, inhale up, gaze is down. And we'll push back to downward facing dog. Have a small break here. Breathing deeply. Lifting through the tailbone, distributing the weight between the hands and the feet equally. And when we're ready, rolling back forward into that high plank position. So from here, we're going to bring the right hand under the face. And we're going to inhale, rock over the feet and come into a side plank. So there's variations here. So you can bring your foot out in front, bending at the knee like this, out in front close to the foot, or you can stack the heels. Keep a micro bend in the elbow and reach through that top arm. Keep a long straight line with the body. Keep breathing. And when we're ready, exhale to release. And we'll repeat the same on the other side, bringing the left hand more central, rocking over, your version, planting the foot, or stacking the feet, it's up to you, reaching through the arm. Keep breathing here. Feel your body, feel the muscles engaging. And then when you're ready, we're going to release back to a high plank position. Lower to the knees if you need to. And again, we're going to do 3 press-ups. So lowering halfway, lifting up. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. And lower all the way down to the belly. Then we're going to push back into child's pose. And just rest here for a minute. Control your breath. Moving the wrists, stretching them out, releasing the arms. And then inhale, coming up to sitting in hero's pose. So from here we're going to just give the wrists a little roll out and release them. Arms a shake. And then we're going to plant the forearms in a parallel line. Elbows underneath the shoulders, palms firmly placed, and then we're going to lift the bottom up, coming into dolphin position. So it's a similar reaching through the sit bones as in downward facing dog, but we're on the forearms. So we're trying to stack elbows, shoulders and hips all on top of each other. Maybe your feet are slightly further back. Just work with whatever your body is telling you today. So you should feel this engaging your shoulders. If you're able to, come onto your toes, and then we're just going to release. Have a small rest here, have a little wiggle, allowing the muscles to release. And then we're going to prepare again, so planting the forearms evenly, pressing up onto the toes, tucking the head in, long neck. If you're able to come up onto the toes, brilliant. If not, just work on your feet. You can have a generous bend in the knees here as well. You can rock backwards and forwards, feeling the shoulders engage. Keep those forearms in 2 parallel lines. And then lower again. Have a little rest. Release the body. Catch your breath. And then we're going to prepare once more. So again, plant the forearms. And we're going to clasp the hands together now. And we're going to come back up into dolphin position with palms together. And we're going to do some press ups. So we're lowering the sternum towards the hands, coming forward and back. Exhale forward, inhale back. Again, just doing whatever you're able to do, coming as close to your sternum as you're able to. Maybe your legs are bent here. Just rocking backwards and forwards. Keep breathing here. Exhale down, inhale up. You've got this. Keep going. And when you're ready, just releasing down again. Giving the arms a good shake. Stretching them out. And then planting the palms, tucking the toes, and coming back to downward facing dog again. Lifting through the tailbone, reaching through the arms, and then coming back into a high plank position. Elbows, wrists and shoulders are stacked, long line from the crown of the head to the feet. Now we're going to come down onto the forearms, one arm at a time. So left, then right, and then lift up. Right, then left. Lower right, then left. Lift up, left, then right. You can do this on your knees. Just lifting and lowering. Exhaling down with both arms. Inhaling up. Careful not to stick your bum in the air or collapse into the shoulders. Keep pressing out of your forearms. So this is what it looked like if you're on your knees, lowering down and up, keeping a long straight spine, whether your legs are lifted or knees lowered. And when we're ready, we're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Have a rest here. Release the arms and the legs. Move the head to one side. And just release. Catch your breath here. Have a moment of peace. Calm your mind. Calm your thoughts. Come back to your presence. We're going to plant the palms under the shoulders now. We're going to tuck the toes. And we're going to push up into a chaturanga position. So again, you can do this on your knees. You can put your knees down and lift up. And then we're going to lower. And we're going to push up to chaturanga again. Curl the toes and hold for 3, 2, 1. And lower. Good. And once more. Lifting up. Push through the palms. Come up to that halfway position. Engage the core. 3, 2, 1. And lower. Good. Ready? We're going to inhale to lift up. Curling the toes under, engage the thighs. And we're going to come all the way up to a high plank position and then push back to downward facing dog. Come forward into a plank position. Push back to downward facing dog. Come forward to a plank position and back to downward facing dog. Keep rocking backward and forwards. Engage the core, engage the arms. Forward to plank. Back to downward facing dog. Keep working here, pushing back and forward. And then we're going to find our high plank position. And we're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back to child's pose. Just relax here. And you can bring the elbows out in front and bring the palms together, almost like prayer hands, and then you bring the palms to the crown of the head. So stretch through the triceps, and you can inch the elbows further away, and this will deepen the stretch in the triceps. So it's like a little shark fin behind your head. So we're going to release the arms here. And we're going to prepare for an arm balance. We're going to prepare for crow. So we're going to plant the palms in front. We're going to bring the toes together. And we're going to spread the knees apart. We're going to push the knees against the triceps. So we're pushing against the triceps. Really push into them. Really plant all 10 fingers. We're going to lift the bottom and then lean over the arms. Pressing the knees onto the triceps, you can lift one foot and release, coming onto the toes, lift the other, and you can work here, or if you feel able to, really plant those palms, push into your hands and lift up both feet. Engage the core, engaging the arms, keeping the elbows slightly bent, gaze is down. Keep pushing here, just work with whatever you're able to do. If you come out of it, just stretch the arms and have another try. Maybe you're just working, lifting one foot then the other. Maybe this is too much for you and you're just taking a child's pose. That's absolutely fine. Just keep working with your own body today. Have another go if you feel up to it. Really pushing through the hands. And then when we're all ready, we'll release and come into hero's pose, sitting back on the feet, giving the wrists another little roll out. And then we're going to have a little arm stretch. So we're going to come into Gomukhasana arms. So we're going to inhale the right arm up and reach behind with the left arm, clasping the fingers together behind the back. Now, if this is too much for you, you can grab a belt. Pause the video, grab a belt, and you can just hold a belt in your hands. Or if you don't have a belt, just push the arm down the spine like I'm doing here. Or have your hands further apart. Just work with your body today, whatever feels good. Finding the right move for your body. And then we're going to switch arms, inhaling the left arm up and over and bringing the right arm up the bottom of the spine, running parallel. Careful not to drop the head here, keep your neck long. Keep the right arm running parallel with the body, keep the left arm running parallel with the neck, again holding a belt or taking the variation and using the right hand to hold onto the elbow like I'm doing here. And we're going to exhale to release, coming into a tabletop position. Inhaling the left arm up, opening the chest, and exhale, thread the needle, thread the arm through and under your other arm. So left arm is under right. If you'd like to, you can bring your right arm up and over and just sort of wedge it in your hip crease. This is a really nice stretch, opening the chest, stretching the pectoral muscles, stretching the shoulders, releasing the head. Keep pushing through the feet and the legs. Don't just collapse into your head. When we're ready, just releasing, stretching back up, and then releasing both hands down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So inhale, reach the right arm up, open the chest, and exhale, thread the needle. Release the head down, and you can bring the left arm up and over and wedge it in that hip crease again, opening the chest, opening the shoulders, having a really nice stretch here. Keep pressing through the legs and the feet. Keep breathing deeply. Just enjoying this stretching as we wind down at the end of the class now. We've done all the strength work. Just enjoying this nice stretch at the end. And then when you're ready, inhaling just to come back to center. And again, we're going to turn the palms to face the knees again and stretch the wrists out. Again, you don't have to have the palms facing exactly the knees. They could be facing slightly out to the side. Just work with whatever your body is telling you. There's no competition. And then when you're ready, come into a comfortable seat of your choice. Relaxing the hands, a long straight spine, and closing the eyes. And just relax here. Recentering yourself, taking some deep breaths, noticing how your body's feeling at the end of the class. Giving thanks to your body for everything it's done for you today. Giving thanks for coming to class today. And just breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, bringing palms to the third eye and bowing the head. Namaste.